Well, you're finally getting a video of me not making randomness out of my head. But what I'm talking about is the real me. The upcoming VTuber behind a black screen. But sadly, I can't even tell if the algorithm will reach this to anyone, so it may just be for me. But fuck it. let's go, you know? So the amount of times I wanted to give up on myself is uncanny, you know? And even till now, I want to give up and let the world beat me. Why? Because it's hard. It's hard, yet my body won't allow me to give up. Every time I had this mindset, the first thing that comes to mind is regret. That little voice in your head, you know? The moment you think about something, giving up, falling, one thing that comes to your mind is regret. And if I give up, that same word will haunt me for the rest of my life. But it's also the same word that allows me to get back up. You know? And the thing is, with this I'm doing, the VTubing, I didn't even know, like, what I wanted to become since I was a kid. Like, I didn't even have time to think about it. You know, I was always constantly in survival mode in my head. And because of my parents, my family, you know, I wasn't really taught anything by them when it came to mentality. Like, I was grateful for the food, the shelter, the clothes, but they also had some bad sides to them. They tried to control me. You know? I even struggled at school. I couldn't fit in with anyone, no matter how hard I try. Everyone else just easily fitted in. Like, it just seemed like there was no place for me. I tried doing things to get attention, but all I was told is how annoying I was and stuff. So, I kept to myself. I did my own thing. Watched anime, listened to music just to drown it all, play games, and all of this I did in my room by myself. You know? And I struggled over the years, you know? Trying to make friends and to keep them by my side, but all I've ever gotten was criticism, judging, betrayal, and I just didn't even know my crowd or what group I would really fit in. So I was pretty much isolated, longing to actually find my own crew someday. But this dream of mine, VTubing, honestly, when I first discovered it in 2021, I did it because it was pretty awesome. I had no clue what I was doing actually. I explored, and I actually didn't even watch like VTubers back then. I didn't even know like people like Iron Mouse or Shy Lily or any of them existed. And I was actually on an app doing it. But over time, I wanted more. And I felt like it resonates with me, along with my dream of being an artist. You know, those two clash together. To the point that any other job that my dad wanted me to do didn't really work with me. You know? Like, Anything that he says I should do or become or they suggest is like there's a feeling in my heart and a feeling in my chest that tells me that it's not for me. I mean, I know the saying, whereas, like, you won't know unless you try, you won't know if you like it unless you try, but I genuinely don't want to do it. I really don't. And it didn't please him. And the last thing he told me before I was gone was that I disappointed him. Disappointed him when I didn't even do anything wrong, you know? I was just a guy, just trying to have fun and trying to find his identity in the world. It's a cruel world. I genuinely tried to find my place. Like, it wasn't easy, you know? And imagine being controlled while doing it all. So I got kicked out. I'm living with my mom in another country, and I'm just trying to survive, only to reach more family drama. Being jobless, being isolated even more. I have no one to go out with. I don't really know anyone over here, you know? And it's not like I can't go out and meet people. I'm naturally afraid of doing it. And I don't think I really want to. But I won't know unless I try. But honestly, I'm just not ready for it, you know? And even with this dream of mine of being a VTuber, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like, I'm literally quiet while doing it all. It's not like I can easily tell my parents I want to do this, that I can't tell them because they won't see it as a job. They'll just see it as a hobby type thing. But I don't think of it as a hobby. I genuinely have fun and I love my passion in it, but I don't really see it as a hobby. I see it as a thing I'm comfortable with. It's my safe space, my home, and I was told to get a real job. But like I said, I felt home while doing my VTubing and my art. So yes, I do hope to debut someday with my own true model, not the red one that you see, and to shine bright, to be someone worth recognizing, Like, honestly, before and even now, I see so many VTubers graduate due to the stuff that is actually similar to mine, or they may even be dealing with more stuff than I did, but I'm sure they felt pressured doing this while dealing with actual issues, and the issues won to the point they just graduated. They just had to focus on life itself. Who knows, they might come back someday, they might not, they might find another hobby to do, and they might just forget about VTubing. But me, I can't do that because I'll regret it for the rest of my life. It's gonna remain in my brain until I keep doing it. And I'm gonna tell you, it's the real me. I'm shy. I have issues actually being in groups and servers. It's pretty much why I don't really like join them and I don't talk much, because everyone in there like technically is already like familiar with each other. And when going there as a new person, it's not easy to get noticed or to make friends because you don't know what to talk about. You're different. Your taste in music's very different. You watch different people and all the other stuff. Even though they say that you're just there to vibe, then what's the point? What's the point of being there if you're just vibing? You're not getting to know anyone. And being afraid of being judged and yelled at. But I had pretty much enough from my family with all of it. But the thing is, I don't claim to be perfect. I make mistakes just like everyone else. I'm not that good at editing either. You could see it from my videos. And hell, I get lazy time to time. Pretty much unmotivated. I'm also an angry person. Sad, ashamed, guilty. All of it. But I try my best not to give up. I try to keep moving. I try to get past certain situations. You know? Hoping that I will reach the end of that goal someday. And I try to make my own way in life by being here. It would be a shame. I would be ashamed if I quit when I made all these videos, 100 and something videos I made. I'll be honest with you, I had a YouTube channel maybe twice before this one. And honestly, I failed both of them by being lazy and unmotivated. But this one, the third time's the charm. I kept on going, even when it's tough, even when I'm sick, I have a headache, I kept on going. I made videos even when I was sick and have a headache. Like, imagine. I was dedicated. The thing is, I'm gonna make even more mistakes along the way. Let's just be real for a second. Like, making these mistakes will be better than actually giving up itself. Quote that. Making these mistakes will be better than giving up because you're still doing it. But you're making mistakes. And that's a good thing. You learn from your mistakes eventually. But if you gave up on it entirely, then there's nothing to actually be learned. And so, yeah. I feel like I'm speaking to my future self right now. I know eventually you will make it. I believe in you. Even when you aren't perfect at all. Plus, I know you will be able to break the generational curse, as they call it. And you will be on that stage someday to collect an award. And you will even meet your Oishis someday. Oishis, sorry. Yeah. But until then, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. So, you guys know a little bit about me now. This is the real me. And I hope whoever's out there watching this video, I hope they accept this part of me. And I hope they're inspired by it in some way or the other. So yeah, have faith in yourself. Also, have faith in God. Anyways, peace.